Hey, it's Honeybee with Honeybee Sparrow, and I'm here for the sign of Gemini. Okay, hey to my cross watchers, my Geminis out there, whoever. I am here on a Tuesday. Okay, so this will be the week of April 9th through the 15th. I will be doing a general reading and pulling a few oracle cards as well for the sign of Gemini. Any messages that resonates with you, take it. Anything that doesn't, leave it. Okay? I like to cut right to the chase. There's a lot been going on, okay, with the moon in Aries. I don't know too much about the planets and all that good stuff. I should look more into it because this is something that affects all of us. But as of now, I know the moon in Aries just got people going through a lot of different changes. It's been a lot of different changes anyways, but let's get started for the moon of Gemini. The sign of Gemini. I like to cut right to the chase. So the first card is the World card. Success, victory, triumph. But it's in reverse for you, Gemini. Maybe you feel like you're not on top of your game right now. Maybe you feel like there's something getting in your way currently. And there's something that could be bothering you. There's something that could be stopping the feeling of you knowing that things are, maybe something's not going your way. Let me say that. Let me switch that up. Let me clarify why the Gemini feels like they're not on the world or they don't have the success or victory. What's going on with you, Geminis? You guys are smart people, very intellectual, very so logic. Any air sign is very logic, but the Geminis, they think with a lot of logic behind them, okay? Very much so. So let's clarify for the week of April 9th through the 15th for my Geminis. What's going on with the Geminis? The Eight of Swords. So there's, even though you don't feel like you're not on top of the world, that you're not getting the success that you want, you no longer fear something. So you've stopped fearing something. You've stopped being scared of something. You stop being scared of something, but you just don't feel like you're there yet. You don't feel like you're moving forward. You don't feel like it's coming together for you, Gemini, but it is. Things are always done in the background. That's what we don't, we pay attention to what's in front of us versus what's really happening in the background. The background is very important. I can't stress this enough. I can't really let you know how important it is, okay? In the next card we have, even though you don't have that success, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune coming through. So even though you feel like things aren't going your way, you haven't got the victory you're looking for, and then the Eight of Swords, so you're not fearing it anymore. There's the Destiny card coming through, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there's some positive changes going on with you, Gemini, and that's probably why you don't feel like you're going to be on top just yet, because there's some changes. There's things happening in the background. Just like I said, you don't see it yet, but during the week of April 9th through the 15th, maybe the beginning of the week, you'll probably feel like, okay, I want more. This is not going how it should be. Something's not right. But then a little later in the week, maybe around the 10th or the 11th, you could probably feel like, okay, now things are changing, or I am ready for a change personally. I am ready for a change. I am ready for something new. I am ready to do something different. Great energy to have in any type of reading, Gemini, okay? Great reading, great energy to have. The Wheel of Fortune, that's one of the most positive cards next to the Sun card. That is a destiny card. So something could be calling to you, Gemini. Something could be calling to you. And that's why you don't feel like you're successful, because you're thinking so hard on it, okay? You're thinking so hard on it. You're using logic and looking at where you are versus what it could be, Gemini. Quit doing that. All right, so let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune for my Geminis. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune for April 9th through the 15th. Yes, I know I can't sing, but I will sing, okay? All of us got our shower voices. Look, I guess I should have left it in the shower. I'm goofy, don't mind me. So the next card that I have for the Geminis is the Five of Wands. Even with that positive change coming, there might be some conflict the week of April 9th through the 15th. There could be some conflict going on around you, Gemini. Just remember, with whatever conflict that's going on, yes, we know you know what's right and what's wrong. We know, Gemini. Okay, we get that. But sit this one out. Sit this one out. Do not take sides. Sit this one out. Sit there and observe. Sit back, relax, because things are changing. With whatever conflict is going on, things are still changing. Don't put yourself in a situation where you feel like you have to take sides, because you don't. Now is not the time. Just plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. Anybody comes to you, it could be family, it could be friends, some kind of conflict, even with a relationship. You could know all parties in this situation. People could be like, okay, so do you feel like this person was wrong? Do you feel like that person was wrong? No. You sit there and you agree to disagree and you say nothing. Leave it alone, okay? Even if you are right, because y'all do be right. And if you ain't right, you make it sound right. It works. So the last card I have for you is the King of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe there's, even with the change going on, you're just waiting for that success. You're waiting to feel that those resources coming towards you. You're ready to feel, to gain that momentum of the things that's going on around you. Okay, Geminis, you guys are ready for something. You guys are changing. You guys are working. There's some things going on that's making you feel like you are not on top, but you aren't scared of it either. You aren't scared of this change that's happening. You aren't scared of this conflict that's going on. But just don't say anything about that conflict, and no, you probably aren't where you want to be, Gemini. But pay attention. Pay attention to the things around you, okay? Pay attention to everything that's going on. And get yourself out of the mind frame of, oh, well, this isn't going right for me, because once again, changes are happening in the background for you, Gemini. Changes are happening in the background, okay? Understand that. I got cards falling out, trying to fall out. Okay, it fell out, so I'm just going to use this one. I'm going to pull from my Oracle deck right now. See what we get for the Geminis. Gemini. I am terrible, okay? Do not pay me to sing. That's why I do tarot, okay? Because singing don't work. Okay. And Geminis for the week of April 9th through the 15th. So I kind of want to get to talking about my cards that I'm pulling from the Oracle deck, as well as still pull from the Oracle deck. So the first card I have for you guys, I do have to show it to you. The Teach card. The Teach card. So when it comes to teach in your situations, even though you're not supposed to say anything when it comes to the Five of Wands and the conflict, teach yourself how to not say anything. Teach yourself how to not take sides. Teach yourself that, people have different opinions. Some people see things differently than others, okay? Teach others things that you feel like they need to know, but teach yourself as well, because I do feel like this is more based on you teaching yourself something, not teaching others. You might have to teach others. I still have cards trying to come out. Let me pull this other one. There's some learning that has to go on, and not only teach but learn. Just because she's teaching, she has to have wisdom, but you have to learn wisdom. You have to learn from experiences. You have to learn from things going on, okay, in order to teach. You have to learn as well. So don't be scared to be a student as well as a teacher, Gemini. Do not be scared to be a teacher as well as a student. We can all learn from somebody, from all different types of situations. Now the next card I have is the balance card. There needs to be some balance, Gemini. There needs to be some balance with friends, family. If you have whatever kind of situations you have going on, work, kids, all that, there needs to be some balance. There could be some balance that needs to go on within yourself. You could need to balance your chakras. You could need to balance your thoughts, balance the time that you spend on certain things. There's a balance that needs to happen. And that's probably another reason why the World card came out in reverse, because when you lose that balance, you kind of lose sight of the things that's important, and you lose focus on what you need to do. Being unbalanced can lead to a lot of different things. Once you get that balance back, the next card I have for you is rebuild. Rebuild. So there's some rebuilding going on. Exactly what it sounds like. Rebuild. So take the time, balance yourself, and rebuild. Start from where you are and rebuild. Whatever you have going on that you feel like is broken, whatever that you feel like is not working for you, rebuild it. Come up with a different structure for this situation, okay, Gemini? Because it's definitely not over for you. It's definitely not over for you, okay? Things, the week of April 9th through the 15th, things get hard before it gets tough. You still have that Wheel of Fortune card inside of your, and that's, it doesn't matter about the surrounding cards, because the Wheel of Fortune came out just like this. This is a destiny card. So you have to go through ugly situations before it gets better. It gets ugly before it gets beautiful. And always remember that, Gemini. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And so I will pull, I won't pull anything. It fell out. I was going to pull another card, but the next card, the last card I have for you after rebuilding, choose your battles. Choose your battles. And that's kind of along with the Five of Wands. Because if you want to put in that energy of picking a side and then you have to argue of why you picked the side, it's unnecessary energy being used. It's wasted energy, basically. So learn to choose your battles. Once you rebuild, a lot of this stuff won't matter. Once you balance yourself, a lot of this stuff won't matter. You're working on change. Once you learn how to be the student as well as the teacher, choose your battles. Pick what's worth fighting for and what's worth fighting about. Okay, Gemini? Please just know that you have to know that sometimes it's okay to be quiet. It's okay to be observant. Even if you do have the right answer. Even if you do feel like what you're saying is correct. Because like I said, it most likely is. No lie. It most likely is correct, but sometimes you have to sit things out. Some things are better left unsaid, Gemini. So keep that in mind. Everything is changing in the background for you, and you haven't noticed this change yet. But for the week of the April 9th through the 15th, there is some change going on. Learn to be a teacher. Learn to balance yourself, okay? Learn to rebuild from what you have going on. If you've been knocked back down, learn how to build back up. Build yourself back up. Get things back to rolling. And the main important part for me right now is choose your battles. Learn to choose your battles. Because like I said, Geminis are thinkers. So of course, you guys are very strong-minded people, okay? When there's things going on, you guys like to say your part and you like to speak whatever you're going to speak about a situation. But this card speaks of choosing if it's worth the fight. Is it really worth the fight? Is it really worth getting into? Some things aren't worth it. Some things are not worth it. Know that some things are not worth it, okay? Keep that in mind. Some battles will take from you and it'll be a waste of time. Or you might tell somebody the absolutely correct, you know what I'm saying, answer to a question, and they still go do something else. Time wasted. Time wasted. Gemini, you don't have time to waste right now because you're working on, there's a change coming. There's a cycle ending and a new cycle starting. There is a cycle ending and a new cycle starting. So rebuild, balance yourself, learn to be the student and the teacher. And if you like this video, take anything that resonates with you, leave anything that doesn't. Like, share, and subscribe. On a Tuesday, I will be here every Tuesday. This is for April 9th through the 15th. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day.